There's this famous quote that I read a long time ago. It says, if your ability was a bank account, talent would be an interest rate, and hard work would be the deposits and withdrawals. So this quote implies that hard work is more important than talent, because hard work is under our control, but talent isn't. I think that this is especially relevant in the context of creative fields like music, writing, or art. There are so many people that are incredibly talented, but they never really go anywhere. You know, they never really get recognition for their talent. And there are other people who aren't as talented, but they still become successful because they work harder. For example, take two guitarists, right? One guitarist is just naturally more gifted. They have better tone, they have better technique, they can learn songs faster. They might even look cooler while doing it. But if the second guitarist practices twice as much, then eventually they will catch up to the first guitarist and probably surpass them. This is because practice isn't just about learning how to do something. It's also about developing the discipline and the mindset to actually go and do that thing every single day. It's about forming good habits that compound over time. This idea is really emphasized in this book called The Triple Package by a psychologist named Dr. Ramani Durvasula. She talks about how most high achievers that she met had three things in common. They were talented, sure, but they also had a lot of drive, and they did whatever it took to reach their goals. In fact, she said that these people weren't even that talented. Their success was completely due to hard work and dedication. So this idea that consistency beats talent is a concept that has been explored by many authors and thinkers throughout history. George Orwell said, "All animals are equal, but some animals are more equal than others." That sounds kind of evil. Another one is the famous writer Ernest Hemingway, who said, "Talent is a myth. There is no such thing. What there is people who are willing to do the work." The truth is that we tend to romanticize talent, and we sort of demonize hard work. We talk about people being naturally gifted or having a knack for something. But what we should really be saying is that they have put in the time and effort to get where they are. There is no such thing as someone who is just naturally good at something. It takes a lot of hard work and dedication to be good at something. And the reason why some people seem more talented than others is because they have put in the time to hone their craft. That being said, there is one caveat to all of this. You can't just work your way to becoming great at everything. If you try to apply this idea to your life and you just say, "You know what, I'm gonna work harder at learning astrophysics," or "I'm gonna work harder at learning how to play piano," you're not gonna become the best at that thing. And the reason is because there's a limit to how much you can learn in a day. You know, there's a limit to how much you can practice. So there is still an element of skill and talent that is required to learn some things. Like there are certain things that you just can't learn because your body physically can't do it, or your mind can't grasp it, and that's okay. I think the takeaway here is that it's important to find something that you are naturally good at and then put in the time and effort to become great at it. Don't try to force yourself to learn something that you just don't have the aptitude for. One of my favorite examples of this is the NBA player Michael Jordan. He was naturally very athletic and very competitive. He loved playing basketball. So he had the passion and the natural ability to succeed in basketball. But he wasn't just like this super talented kid who became successful. His coach at the University of North Carolina said that Michael Jordan was one of the worst shooters when he first arrived at the university. But his work ethic was incredible. He would always stay behind after practice to work on his jump shot. So his coach told him, "You know, you're one of the worst shooters on the team, but you're going to be the best ever." And he ended up becoming the best. shooter in the NBA. This is a great example of how someone can use their natural abilities and their work ethic to achieve greatness. Michael Jordan didn't become the greatest basketball player of all time because he was naturally gifted. He became the greatest because he worked harder than everybody else. If you liked this video, please leave it a thumbs up and subscribe for more. Thank you so much for watching and have a wonderful day. Bye bye.